Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about inter-task communication and synchronization. In this we will talk about the semaphore, how it is controlled, what is the syntax of semaphore. So let's begin with the learning outcome. After completing this session, student will be able to use management call functions of semaphore. Now, semaphore are unsigned integer used for resource sharing. You know what is the functionality of this one? It is used for resource sharing or to signal the occurrence of an event. Now, MuCOS2, that is our real-time operating system, provides 6 services to access semaphore. We will talk it one by one. This is the symbol of semaphore. What is the meaning of N? N means number of shared resources. Now, task 1. So OSM create is the one service, OSM delete, OSM post. Again, ISR is also using semaphore, OSM post. Again, task, OSM accept, OSM pend, OSM query, and OSM accept. So this is the relationship of semaphore used by task and ISR. So there are the 6 services: OSM create, OSM delete, OSM post, and OSM accept, OSM pend, and OSM query. So we will talk it about one by one. Management call functions of semaphore. So available functions of semaphore are: first one, creating a semaphore. When we want shared resources, we should create the semaphore. So first one is creating a semaphore, then deleting a semaphore, then waiting on a semaphore, that is blocking. Next is signaling a semaphore, that is semaphore post. Getting a semaphore without waiting, so that is accept. And obtaining the status of semaphore, that is query. So these all functions we will discuss it one by one. We will start from the creating semaphore. So creating a semaphore, its syntax is OSM create, and in this we have to pass the unsigned integer. The argument are C and D. It is of 16-bit unsigned integer. C and D is the initial value of the semaphore and can be between 0 and 65535. So a value 0 indicates that resource is not available, okay, or an event has not occurred. And if the value is 1, then there is one shared resources, that is binary semaphore. Likewise, you can give 2, 3, 4 for particular shared resources. So whenever you want to create the semaphore, you have to write OSM create, and in this you have to pass 1. So it will return a value. OSM create return a pointer to event control block allocated to the semaphore. If no event control block is available, then OSM create will return what? Null pointer. Whenever it will create the semaphore, it will allocate event control block. Okay. So if there is no semaphore, then it will return null pointer. Now OSM creates a initialize a semaphore. Creates and initializes a semaphore. Now semaphore allows a task to synchronize with either an ISR or a task. It gains exclusive access to a resource and signal the occurrence of an event. So this syntax is very important as far as creating a semaphore is concerned. Now we will discuss about one simple example. Now in main function we have initialized the OS. Now we want to create a semaphore, so that's why we are calling this function. Now the important point is semaphore must be created before they are used. Okay, so that's why we have to create the semaphore. Now we are passing OS same create and one, so there is one shared resources. Now it will return the value and that will stored in the this set. So it is one event pointer. Now next is deleting a semaphore. So simple syntax OSMDEL is used to delete a semaphore. This function is dangerous to use because multiple tasks could attempt to access a deleted semaphore. So you must be very sure about the semaphore number, which one it is, while deleting. So you should always use this function with great care, because somehow if task 1 is using one shared resources and you are deleting that shared resources, so that is very problematic. So that's why we have to handle it with care. So before you delete a semaphore, you must delete all the tasks that can access the semaphore. After that you can delete. Now the syntax is simple one. OS same delete, there are three arguments: prevent, option, and it will return the error pointer. Now argument first, prevent, it is a pointer to the semaphore. This pointer return to your application when semaphore is created, because when you will create the semaphore na, what will happen, one pointer will be written, we have seen earlier, that will stored in this prevent. That's why we have created that name of that previous while creating the semaphore was OS event. Yes, so it is what it is, the pointer to the semaphore. This pointer return to application when semaphore is created. Now option, so OPT, it will have two ways, either OS delete no paint or OS delete always. Now the error pointer will return. So error is a pointer to variable that used to hold an error code. There are various error code. Like the error code can be like OS no error, means if the call is successful and the semaphore has been deleted, then return will be OS no error. Now OS error delete ISR. So if you attempt to delete the semaphore from an ISR, so this error will return. OS error invalid option, if you don't specify one of the two option mentioned in the argument, that one, this OPT. Again OS error task waiting, if one or more tasks are waiting on the semaphore. OS error event type, if event is not pointing to a semaphore. So there are various errors. Last one is OS error prevent null. So if no OS event structure are available. Now this function will return value a null pointer if semaphore is deleted, or prevent if semaphore is not deleted. So in this later case, you need to examine the error code to determine the reason. So you have to check it from the error code. Now this is one simple code for deleting the semaphore. OSM delete, we have passed event OS delete always and error. So it will return the error to disk same. And if error is null, disk same is null, then we can say that semaphore has been deleted. Now move to next one, that is waiting on semaphore. So the syntax is OSM pend. OSM pend is used when a task wants exclusive access to a resource, need to synchronize its activities with an ISR or a task. So, or is waiting until an event occurs. If a task calls OSM pend and the value of the semaphore is greater than 0, so OSM pend decrement the semaphore and return to its caller. If the value of the semaphore is 0, means OSM pend value is 0, then OSM pend place the calling task in the waiting list for the semaphore. The task wait until a task or an ISR signal the semaphore or the specified time expire. So this is for waiting task, waiting for semaphore. If the semaphore is signaled before the timeout expire, mu cause to resume the highest priority task waiting for the semaphore. Now its syntax is OSM pend, OS event. Now this point is important. It is, we have to mention the timeout here. It is of integer 16 unsigned, 16 bit. Now arguments are pevent. So it is a pointer to the semaphore. This pointer return to application when semaphore is created. Timeout. So value of 0 indicate that task wait forever for the message, and not 0 means it will wait with the specific time. 0 will indicate what? It will wait forever for the message, and not 0 wait for the specific time. And third argument is error. So error code can be following, like again OS no error, OS timeout. So if the semaphore is not signaled within the specific timeout, or a OS error event type if event is not pointing to a semaphore. OS error pend ISR. If you call this function from an ISR and mucos2 has to suspend it, so this error will be generated. And OS error prevent null if event is null pointer. So this is one example of waiting a semaphore. See, the note point is semaphore must be created before they are used. So OSM pend here, we have mentioned event comma 0. 0 means what? 0 means we have discussed it. Tell me. 0 means timeout we have to mention, and timeout means 0 indicate that task wait forever, and not 0 indicate for specific time. This is how we will use the semaphore. So this semaphore will continue when it is signaled. Now let's talk about the signaling a semaphore. A semaphore is signaled by calling function that is OSM post. If the semaphore value is 0 or more, it increments and OSM post return to its caller. If tasks are waiting for the semaphore to be signaled, OSM post remove the highest priority task pending for semaphore from the waiting list and makes this ready to run. The scheduler is then called to determine if the awakened task is now the highest priority task ready to run. Now its syntax is OSM post. We have to define its semaphore. Event is again, it is a pointer to the semaphore, and it will return value. OSM post return one of the error code. Again, OS no error means semaphore is signaled. OSM OVF means if the semaphore count overflows. OS error event type means the event is not pointing to a semaphore, and OS error event null if it is event is null. Again, semaphore must be created before they are used. We have called the function here OSM post. So if no error, then we can sure that semaphore is signaled. Or if there are, we can try for each and every error. Now next is getting a semaphore without waiting. So the syntax for this one is OSM function OSM accept. So it will check to use if a resource is available or an event has occurred. Unlike to OSM pend, OSM accept, it does not suspend the calling task if the resource is not available. In other words, OSM accept is non-blocking. Use OSM accept from an ISR to obtain the semaphore. We have already seen that diagram of one key middle and left side task and left bottom side ISR. So if ISR wants to obtain this semaphore, we have to use this function, that is OSM accept. Now the syntax is OSM accept, and we have to mention here the pointer of semaphore. The arguments are p1. It is a pointer to semaphore. Now what it will return? It will return certain, what do you think? It will return when a semaphore is called and semaphore value is greater than 0, the semaphore value is decremented and the value of the semaphore before the decrement is returned to your application. The decremented value will return to the application. Now if the semaphore value is 0 when OSM accept is called, the resource is not available. If the resource is not available, and 0 return to your application. If the resources is not available, then it will return 0. Again, noted point is semaphore must be created before OSM accept is used. Now we have called this function OSM accept. This is pointer value. If the value is greater than 0, means if the value is 0, then there is no shared resources, and if the value is greater than 0, then resources are available. Next is obtaining the status of semaphore. So its function is OSM query to obtain information about the semaphore. Your application must allocate an OSM data. Okay, that data structure used to receive data from the event control block of the semaphore. OSM query allows you to determine whether any tasks are waiting on the semaphore and how many tasks are waiting. So by counting the number of ones in the OSM event, means by counting the number of one in the OS event TBL and obtain the semaphore count. So we can count the status of the semaphore. The syntax is OSM query, and you have to pass two arguments, that is event, that is pointer, and p data. Arguments are event means a pointer to the semaphore, and p data is it is a pointer to a data structure of OSM data which contains the field, this one. OSM count, OS event TBL, that is semaphore waiting list, and OS event group. So all this data is containing the P data is the pointer to this database. So what it will return? It will return the errors. OS no error mean if the call is successful. It will return OS error event type if don't pass a pointer to semaphore, and it will return error to again application, that is OS error prevent null if prevent is a null pointer. Please have a look at the example. Again, note point is semaphore must be created before they are used. We have called query function here, and we have passed this two argument. Now the if this will return the some error we have already seen. Now if the errors are OS no error, and we can compare with the other one, and we can define the task according to OS query. So up till now we have discussed various points related to management call functions of semaphore. First point is how to create semaphore, how to delete semaphore, waiting for a semaphore, signaling a semaphore, that is OSM post, getting a semaphore without waiting means if interrupt ISR wants to use shared resources, then from the interrupt the function is called, that is OSM accept, and last one is obtaining the status of the semaphore, that is query OSM query. So let's move on to the next video.